Hello my friends, welcome to another video. I'm Jeanette with Vivo, I'm Jeanette with Vivo Vintage Designs. So in my Facebook group, Vivo Vintage Design Tutorials, I posted these two pictures. I was trying to recreate an image that I saw, and I was having issues getting the alcohol inks to blend as nicely as I wanted them. So I came up with a thought. And I did another one, but you can see I got even more lines, more texture, which is great in the water, but I didn't want it in the sky. So I'm going to actually try something that I've not tried before. So I have here a sheet of photo paper, and I have a couple of inks and a brush. And I did practice a little bit, I should say. I did practice a little bit. And you can see here, I attempted to put the ink on the matte side, take the glossy side, put it face down, but the colors came out really dark on this one, and I actually got a white spot there. But I will use this paper for something else. It won't go to waste. But you see how nice and smooth the colors are. So with this one, after I did it and didn't like the way it looked, I realized that maybe I can pour the inks onto the paper and move it around while it's still wet on the glossy side. Now the glossy side of photo paper is designed to absorb ink. That's why you can't blow out flowers on the glossy side, because it absorbs the ink. The back side is sealed so that the ink absorbed by the front side doesn't seep through. So that's why you blow out your flowers on the matte side and not the glossy side. So I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol here. And then I'm going to start putting down my colors. So here I have some turquoise, and whatever I do on top, I want to do on the bottom as well. And while it's still wet, I'm going to use my brush to move it around. And I can see already that I need to work quicker on this. I can't just let it sit. So, all right, lesson learned. Now I've got some pink. I'm going to start moving that around. And maybe putting the alcohol on the paper first was not a good idea. But this is all practice. We're learning together. And now I've got some Valencia. I want to transition to an orangey color. And then I'm going to use a little sunshine yellow in the center. Okay, not bad, but not exactly what I had envisioned. So I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to add a little Baja blue here. It's a darker shade of blue. I'm going to add it to the bottom as well, because I want this to be a deeper shade of blue, and on top as well. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the turquoise and blend that in. Do the same on the bottom. Okay, this is going to need some work, but it's getting better than what I started out with. Maybe if I put it on the brush, I won't get those lines. Because when I put it down, I'm getting the lines of where I put it. You can see it here and there. So let's see if this works better. Now I'm using sunshine yellow for the center. And I use a little bit more of the sunshine yellow to blend that pink a little bit more. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this better. I'm going to clean off the brush. And I'm going to put a little bit more of that sunshine yellow in the center. I want it to be a little bit lighter there. Let's see. Not really. Okay, but my sky looks better. Be careful not to blend that yellow into the blue because you'll end up with green, of course. All right, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I am going to show you the difference between all of them, and then you can tell me which one you like best. So now I have a ruler because I want to create my horizon, make sure that it's straight. I'm going to come down about this far on the paper. And I have a POSCA pen. The nib on this is a 0.7, and I'm just going to draw my horizon, and I can add to that a little bit later. And I want to make sure that's dry because I smudge everything. And now for the outline of the bird, I did cut it out. I traced it and then I cut it out. You can do it any way you like, whatever works best for you. I'm going to put him down here, and I'm going to use the pen with the smaller nib to outline him, and then carefully remove him. I completely missed his beak. So I'm going to freehand that. And then I'm going to fill him in. All right, so let me fill him in. I'm going to use a POSCA pen with a broader tip. This is a 1.3. I'm going to fill him in and then we'll come back. Okay, so I finished filling in my bird. And now for the horizon line, I want to thicken it up a little bit. So I'm going to switch to the thicker nib, and I don't want it to be perfectly straight. I want to make sure I have a little height here and there. And then I'm going to use the POSCA pen with the smaller nib, and I'm going to add some trees. I'm just going to make a line, and I'm just going to scribble back and forth, create some trees. Some shrubs. And I'm actually just scribbling, just creating some foliage in the background. Then I'm going to leave that alone, I think. Might add some little thin black lines just to look like a little reflection of the trees in the water. And then I did draw in some birds on here. on the other two, and I like the birds, so I think I'm going to add them. Now you can see that my background is too dark. It's really hard to see the bird's head and the lower part. So I think that if I were to do this again, I would be mindful of that. But I'm just going to add a couple of little birds here. If I can get my marker to work. And maybe one more here. Make him further away. And then where the bird is standing, you can use the pen to draw a little bit of a little ripple in the water. And then I'm going to leave it at that and call this finished. But it's a nicer, easier way to create a smoother background using the alcohol ink as opposed to trying to use the matte side. So I thought that was interesting. All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you give it a try. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.